Picture this. Grainy 1970s daylight filters through a cracked skylight in Lafayette High School, Brooklyn. 17-year-old Jeffrey Epstein, lanky, wire-rimmed glasses slipping down his nose, Einstein curls already hinting at genius, leans against a locker, charming a math teacher twice his age into tutoring him for nothing. That hallway smells like floor wax, chalk dust, and teenage ambition gone sour. See, most kids here wear polyester hand-me-downs. Jeffrey wears charisma like a tailored coat. He's already skipped 2 grades, already knows more calculus than half the faculty, but he also knows the system, knows exactly who to smile at, whose ego to puff. That's lesson 1. Fast forward 2 decades, Palm Beach, 1990-something. Sunlight bounces off infinity pool water so blue it looks photoshopped. Ghislaine Maxwell, red hair whipping in the Atlantic wind, laughs too loud on the deck of a private yacht. Beside her, Epstein, now 40H, tan in linen slacks, sips a club soda like he owns the ocean. He probably does. By now, the math whiz has morphed into a financier nobody can quite pin down. No clients listed on Bloomberg, no SEC filings, just whispers. Tower Financial, his first big play, was a Ponzi dressed up as payroll software. Regulators missed the wires, but the money didn't. 2 million here, 5 there, quiet settlements, sealed lips. He learns lesson 2. Silence costs extra, but silence sells. Cut to Little St. James, his island. Nighttime. Helicopter blades thwip-thwip against velvet sky. The staff, Filipino chefs in starched whites, Dominican gardeners who vanish when guests arrive, move like ghosts. Below deck, red lights glow over massage tables. Young girls, some 16, some older but still wide-eyed, clutch terry robes that never quite fit right. Epstein in silk pajamas offers them a future. Modeling gigs, Harvard intros, cash for family back home. He talks in soft loops, the way a snake hypnotizes a bird. Ghislaine hovers, clipboard in hand, ticking names. Lesson 3. Power isn't cash, it's permission, and he's got the key. New York, 2002. The sky is razor blue the morning Flight 11 slices into the Twin Towers. Epstein watches from a Tribeca penthouse, glass of orange juice frozen halfway to his lips. Later that night, he's on the phone with Les Wexner, Victoria's Secret mogul. Jeff, we need security upgrades. People are terrified. Translation: more planes, more staff, more ways to fly girls in from Paris, London, Prague. The Lolita Express, tail number N908JE, becomes legend. Black leather seats, onboard masseuses, mini fridges stocked with Diet Coke and champagne. Pilots log takeoffs, but never passengers. Lesson 4. Aviation paperwork is optional when you own the FAA's ear. 2005. Palm Beach detective Joseph Recarey knocks on the mansion gates. The doorbell camera catches him, badge glinting like a warning. Inside, Epstein's housekeeper, Nadia Marcinkova, tells the maid to be nice to the detective, code for bribe him. Recarey doesn't bite. He finds Polaroids, dozens of girls, same table, same forced smiles. One photo shows Epstein and a 14-year-old, brunette, braces, terrified eyes, sitting beside Bill Clinton on a couch in Marrakesh. Another frame, Prince Andrew, arms slung around Virginia Euphre's waist, like he's posing for Tatler. Lesson 5. The higher they climb, the harder they fall, unless they own the parachute company. 2008. Manhattan Phil struts in tan suit, no cuffs on ankles, just a metaphorical ankle monitor he'll wiggle free. Alexander Acosta, U.S. attorney, huddles with defense titan Alan Dershowitz. Deal: 18 months, work release, no trial. Reporters howl. Victims, some still in high school, watch from wooden benches as justice folds like cheap origami. Epstein spends nights in a private cell, days teaching calculus to inmates at Palm Beach County Stockade. Real lesson: if the system won't indict, invent your own syllabus. Flash, 2016. The election is a circus. Trump, Clinton, Pizzagate, fever dreams. Epstein, meanwhile, low profile, rebuilding. New townhouse on East 71st, bigger than most museums. Basement gym turns gym into vault. Hard drives, mini discs labeled MISC. Passports under fake names. Cecil Rhodes, James Michael Ostrich. A safe cracked open by the FBI years later holds thousands of photos. Minors, elites, blurred faces. Lesson 6. When your Rolodex is bigger than the internet, delete history by keeping copies everywhere. July 23, 2019. Midnight. Metropolitan Correctional Center. Special Housing Unit. Fluorescent lights buzz like angry wasps. Guards Tova Nawal and Michael Thomas scroll TikTok, trade memes about Epstein didn't kill himself. Cameras glitch, 37 minutes of black. Epstein lies face down, neck bent at an angle that physics dislikes. Sheet around his throat, tied to bunk ladder. Autopsy, hanging, or maybe homicide. Or, least likely, suicide by a man who'd survived plane crashes and scandals. Guards swear he was alive at 10:40 p.m. At 6:30 a.m., he's cold. Lesson 7. In a cage, the deadliest weapon is paperwork. Aftermath. Palm Beach house bulldozed. Little St. James becomes Epstein Island on TikTok tours. Drone shots of empty villas, rotted umbrellas flapping like surrender flags. Ghislaine arrested on a yacht, hair shorter, eyes harder. She won't talk, loyal to the grave or to some offshore account. Virginia Euphry testifies in London. Purple dress, voice steady. Naming Andrew, naming Maxwell, naming the mechanism. Trafficking dressed as mentorship. Royals settle, politicians resign, yet files vanish, witnesses die, drives get wiped. And still, whispers echo, a server in Zorro Ranch, New. So, encrypted drives buried under the desert floor, linked to a Swiss bank, still waiting for the right password. That password? Maybe it's Maxwell's birthday, maybe it's one of Wexner's favorite stocks. Either way, the vault sealed tighter than Epstein's tomb. Cut to now. Ghislaine in a Tallahassee cell, orange jumpsuit too loose around her collarbones. She eats cornflakes alone, stares at the wall like it's a mirror of all her yesterdays. Her lawyers file appeal after appeal, each one thinner, more desperate. Outside, true crime pods chase the last crumbs. Did she recruit the girls, train them, or was she just another pretty puppet on Epstein's strings? Epilogue isn't written yet. The FBI still raids Zorro Ranch, digs up nothing. The Crown begs Prince Andrew for an interview. He smiles like wax. Bill Clinton denies boarding the Lolita Express, then pilots say otherwise. And somewhere in Miami, a 15-year-old girl scrolls Insta, sees an ad. Harvard-bound mentor seeks enthusiastic student. She clicks. Screen fades to black. Credits roll, but nobody claps. They just sit there, wondering if the sequel's already filming. Fade in. 3 months later. A nondescript storage locker on the outskirts of Fort Lauderdale. Yellow paint flaking like dandruff. Chain link gate rattling in sea breeze. Unit 142. Combination padlock clicks open with fingers too calm to belong to panic. Inside, one banker's box, taped thrice. On top, a post-it. For the girl in blue, if she ever asks. The girl walks out, hoodie zipped to chin, clutching the box like it's nitroglycerin. Cut to her studio apartment, walls yellow from nicotine ghosts, neighbor's bass thumping through drywall. She cracks the lid. Inside, a gold USB the size of a fingernail, a Polaroid of Epstein shaking hands with Alan Dershowitz, both men grinning like wolves, and a single sheet of paper. Coordinates, 25.89 north, 80.23 west. Miami. She plugs the USB into an old Dell laptop that wheezes like a grandpa. Files bloom. Client lists. Spreadsheets of payments. $100,000 here, $250,000. Names she recognizes. Clinton, Gates, Woody Allen, Prince Andrew. Columns titled Frequency, Preference, Signature. One folder's labeled VIP. Inside, videos. She clicks. Audio crackles. Epstein's voice. You're safe, sweetie. Everyone here signs NDAs thicker than encyclopedias. Camera pans. Clinton on the Lolita Express, sipping champagne, asking the pilot if they'll make it before dark. Another clip. Gates, awkward shoulders, reading aloud from a report. Something about Epstein's genius with tax codes. She slaps the lid shut, heart jackhammering. Deletes history, then rewrites it. Same night, she slips the USB into a Ziploc, stuffs it inside a tampon box. Cliché, but hey, nobody digs there. Next morning, federal courthouse steps. She's in denim skirt, backpack slim casual. Meets a journalist, old school, notepad, trench coat, smells like coffee and desperation. Hands over the tampon box, whispers, "Don't die." Journalist grins, "Story of my life." Weeks later, Miami Herald drops the bomb. Front page, Epstein's black book, unredacted. Every senator, every mogul, every Nobel laureate. Twitter implodes. Hashtag Epstein lives, trends at 3 a.m. Conspiracy nuts claim he faked the hanging, points to the hyoid bone fracture, which forensics says is ambiguous. His brother Mark sues the Bureau for footage, gets grainy stills, Epstein's cell, mattress askew, orange slippers like melted crayon. A TikTok girl with ring light cheeks whispers, he's on that island, sipping pina coladas with the CIA, likes rocket to 1,000,000. Meanwhile, the girl in blue vanishes. Cops circle her old apartment. To Prague. Charles Bridge at dusk. Lanterns flicker like fireflies. Vltava River slurps below. Tourists huddle for selfies. The girl, now cropped hair, new name on fake ID, leans against stone railing. Wind tugs at her hood. In her pocket, burner phone, passport number 7, and a thumb drive wrapped in silk. She dials. Rings twice. Voicemail. Leave a message. She speaks low, English laced with Czech accent she practiced in the mirror. The package is warm. Coordinates in your inbox. Delete this. Click. Screen dark. 10 minutes later, a man in trench coat, same journalist, boards a Lufthansa from JFK. Seat 32F. Whispers to the flight attendant. Window seat? She shrugs. He opens laptop, plugs in USB. Battery drains from 99 to 4% before loading. But it loads. Videos again. One shows Epstein in a robe, hair damp from shower, handing a diamond necklace to a girl who can't be older than 13. Background, Little St. James Master Suite, crown molding chipped, rum bottles like soldiers. Epstein, you'll look perfect at the gala. She nods, eyes dead. Zoom out. Behind them, a mirror reflects a third person. Donald Trump, waving a glass of something amber, mouth open mid-laugh. Trump, don't spill on the Persian, Jeff. Journalist freezes frame, enhances. Grainy, but unmistakable. Trump's left hand, gold pinky ring, the one he flashes at rallies. Stomach knots. Lands in Prague at dawn. Hotel desk clerk. Pimply kid. Takes his passport, stamps it. No questions. Room 220. He plugs in charger, but the port's fried. Hotel Wi-Fi password. 4 strangers, 1 boat. Uploads files to encrypted cloud. Cloud named after his dead dog. Buster 2021. 10 gigabytes left to go. Suddenly, knock. He slams lid. Opens door. 2 men in black peacoats. One's missing an ear. Other has a scar like a zipper down his cheek. They say nothing. Just step inside. Shut the door. Journalist swallows. Tries English. Can I help? Scarface raises finger to lips. Earless grabs the laptop. Scarface pockets the USB. Earless pulls a syringe. Needle glints like a fang. Journalist, wait. They work for Epstein? The men exchange a look. Scarface, he hates loose ends. Needle plunges. World tilts. Last thing he sees, his own reflection in a dead man's eyes. Cold, professional. Fade. 2 weeks later, Prague police find the journalist in a canal. Phone still in hand. Screen cracked. Message queue empty. Hotel room scrubbed. Bed made. Trash bagged. Even the dust bunnies deported. Cloud account, Buster 2021. Deleted. Files gone. But not all. In the trash folder, hidden deep, he'd auto-saved a PDF. Title, Epstein Dossier, Final PDF. 6 pages. Page 5, a list of properties. 1 line underlined. 44 East 71st Street, NYC. Basement sublevel 3. He marked it with a red star. No one saw it, except maybe the girl in blue. Because on that same night, she walks into an internet cafe off Wenceslas Square. Orders espresso, no foam. Pays with coins. Logs in. Finds the trash folder. Downloads. Prints. Pages warm from the LaserJet. She folds them into her boot. Steps out. Snow starts. Fat flakes that melt on her lashes. She miles for the first time in months. Not happy. Just ready. Fade to black. Title card. To be continued.